Up everybody, Rashida here. I am going to try to make this video as quick as possible because I am using natural lighting and it is really cloudy. It's looking like it's gonna storm today, so I want to get this video in before it gets too dark. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you watched my first video, I love you so much for that. And welcome back. If this is your first time seeing a video from me, I am Rashida, 32 years old, TTC, trying to conceive baby number one. And I am dealing with luteal phase defect and just dealing with that and learning about my body and my cycle so that I can go ahead and get pregnant with this baby here. So that is what I'm doing. But I'm also an author and a blogger. So in addition to TTC videos, you'll see some booktube stuff about the books that I'm reading and writing. And then you'll also see some balling on a budget type stuff because I just moved into a new place, got this new job, and I'm just getting used to the new money. So I have a lot of things that I'm trying to do. So it's important to me to learn how to manage my money. Let me slow down because I tend to talk fast. And I know that I'm on a time crunch. But yeah, so you'll see some balling on the budgets type stuff, DIYs, hauls, and stuff like that for how I'm going to get myself together and live my life lavish on a budget. So before we get into the video, which is talking about how to chart your cycles and choosing a fertility app, first thing I want you to do is make sure that you go down below this video and subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel and hit it so that you can get notifications so that you will know every time that I upload a video. You already know what to do. Come on through. Also, if anything in this video, any tips or information in here is helpful to you or to somebody else, and it's like, girl, I know you know somebody who is ready to have a baby right now and who could use one of these apps. If it's not you, it's somebody. Make sure that you like this video, share it, and send your people over my way. I'm really Rashida on everything. Right now, I'm mostly using Snapchat and Instagram. So you want to holler at me in the meantime, in between time, you know, because I think I'm going to be doing videos maybe weekly. You can just hit me up on Instagram or Snapchat. Follow me over there and, you know, we can get cool like that. So, anything else? Oh, and one time for this bun, y'all. This on my hair. And I've been trying for like 2 years to get this hair. So, congratulations to me, even if you don't care. But anyway, stay tuned for my top 3 fertility apps to help you chart your cycles. First things first. I'm an 80s baby. I'm from the old school, right? So you really do not need an app to chart your cycles, because really what you want to do with charting your cycles, today I'm just talking about learning, determining really how many days on average are in your cycle. Now, if you are a lady who your cycle comes like clockwork, then you pretty much know around what time of the month, every month your period is going to come. So you can just use the basic old school way of get the calendar, get a pen, put a mark on the date that you first start. Then you can mark the next day that you start your next period and count how many days in between each. And that's how many days are normally in your cycle. If you're regular, that's all you need to do. That one cycle should pretty much work, and you know. So before you download an app, you already know how many days are on average in your cycle. And it's important to know this because I think pretty much all of these apps will ask you on average how many days are in your cycle. So you're going to have to input this when you sign up for most of these apps. So now that we got the old school way out the way, let's go ahead and get into the apps. All right, so there are 3 apps that I'm going to talk about today. I have experience with all 3 of these apps. And these are like the most popular ones as well. There are so many other ones besides the ones I'm going to talk about today. If you find one that you would rather use other than any of these, that's fine. Do what you want to do. But these are the ones that I think are going to be the best. So number 1 is going to be Period Tracker. Period Tracker was the very first app that I used, and simply because of the name. I think I searched period tracker in the app store. That app came up and I installed it, because really at the time I didn't know about fertile windows and when you ovulate and all that stuff. I really didn't know nothing about that stuff at this time. All the advice that I was given was just that it'll happen when God feels like it's best to happen. You just have sex and it'll happen, or start taking birth control pills and stop. That'll help. But other than that, nobody really could tell me anything about how to know when you're fertile, what signs you'll see on your body, when your fertile window is. I didn't know none of that. So really all I did was, I just wanted to know how many days was in my cycle or whatever. So period tracker was a good one. So let's get into some pros about period tracker. Period tracker you can get on iOS, Android, and also Windows Phone. So if you just so happen to have a Nokia, you can get period tracker on your phone as well. I mean, with the Windows phones, a lot of people don't have those because the app store is just so minimal. But if you just so happen to have one, or a Windows tablet even, I know that you can get period tracker on that Windows device. It's free, so you don't have to worry about paying for it, and it does give you the calculations of how many days on average are in your cycle. You will be able to see a calendar, and it will give you predictions on when you are most fertile. It'll give you a week to let you know when you are most fertile, and you'll see a flower on the date that shows you when you are ovulating. So it'll let you know when you should be getting busy if you want to go ahead and get pregnant. So that is really good. So it gives you all of the basics that you need to go ahead and chart your cycles and just get going. Cons: period tracker is free up until a certain point, then you have to pay for it. So there are certain charts and things like that that you would want to see that would help, that you would have to pay for the full version to have access to. But really the basics of everything that you really need to chart are in the free is in the free version. Is or are? It's in the free version, the basics of everything that you need. So you should be able to get going with period tracker. So that would be the first one. So if you are a beginner and you not really concerned about all the bells and whistles, then period tracker is a great one for you. Ooh, I hear thunder. The rain is coming, Lord. Let me get through my video. So app number two. App number two is Glow. Glow is probably the #1 app. I think when you talk about apps, I'm pretty sure everybody heard about Glow. I'm pretty sure all of you guys have probably used Glow at some point in time if you have TTC'd. So Glow does all the same things that I just talked about in period tracker, but it is a little bit more in depth. So it does allow you to track the ovulation test, the pregnancy test, whether you smoke, whether you drink. It does have you chart so many things. The layout of it is so pretty and modern and up to date, where period tracker is going to be a little bit basic. Glow is really nice. So pros about Glow: just like period tracker, it is free to download and to start using. It does allow you to track your BBT, which is important for the FAM method, the fertility awareness method, which is what I use by charting your basal body temperature. It allows you to do that, which you can't do in period tracker in the free version. You can put your temps in, but it doesn't give you a chart so that you can see the thermal shift and that you can go ahead and determine when it is that you are ovulating. Glow also gives you a DPO count. DPO, days past ovulation. So not only will Glow help to determine what day you're ovulating, but Glow will also give you the day that you ovulated and give you a counter so that you'll know when to go ahead and take that pregnancy test, so that you won't have to worry about getting you won't have to worry about getting results that are off. I am so sorry, y'all. This storm just done threw me off. Also, a big pro about Glow: which makes me love Glow the most, is that the community. Glow has an awesome, very active community that you can be involved in. So like the forums and the message boards, they are amazing. I mean, I love Glow for that reason, because like I said, this TTC journey can be a little bit lonely. Most women get pregnant no problem, so it's really hard for them to understand what it is that you're going through when you're actually TTC and trying to get pregnant. So having a community full of ladies that you can talk to right in the palm of your hand with the Glow community is awesome. So I love that about Glow. Period Tracker does not have any type of community that you can be a part of. So that is a good thing about Glow. Glow gives you notifications. They give you alerts. They have, like I say, they have different charts for you to look at. So it's a lot more in depth, and it does give you better chances of becoming pregnant. It follows an algorithm, so based on the things that you put in and the patterns of your cycles, the more that you use it, the longer that you use it rather, the more accurate the results will be in terms of determining when exactly you are fertile. So love Glow. Cons about Glow. Glow is also one of those things where you have to pay to get the full version. And you know, I just ain't about to pay for no full version. And all of these apps, I have links to them in the description box, so you won't have to worry about looking for nothing. You'll be able to go right down there, click the link to get it for whichever type of device that you have. So no worries about that. So moving on to app number 3. App number 3 is my personal favorites, which is Ovia. I love the Ovia app. It is the first app that brought all of this different information that I was pulling from all of these different articles and forums and Facebook groups and all of this stuff. It was the first one that brought everything together and had it make sense, because not only is Ovia a fertility app that does everything that these first 2 apps did, including having a community, having charts and everything, but it's an educational tool. It has a full library of articles, which Glow also has, but it is only an option in the paid version to have full access to the library of articles and all of the different information. They give you daily tips and tricks and stuff like that to help to keep you more fertile. And I just love Ovia for that, you know, because I was able to actually learn and have things make sense to me, you know, as opposed to just having a bunch of information thrown in my face and me just trying stuff hoping that it worked. It really helped me understand that you have to take OPKs at a certain time, that just like you would have symptoms, just like how every month you have symptoms so you know that your period is about to come, you know, there are certain things that happen in your body to let you know, okay, I'm about to ovulate. I never knew it. I associated everything with my period coming. So there were times, like as for instance with CM, before I knew what fertile quality CM was, and that sometimes you would see spotting that was associated with ovulation, and you might see a little bit of the CM, the slimy stuff with the red dots in it. That, I mean, not knowing that these were the times I should have been having sex because I was fertile, I had no idea. Ovia helped me to understand that you have symptoms of ovulation just like you have symptoms of your period coming, and it just helped bring that all that information together for me. So it's looking like the storm is passing over, so that is a good thing. But Ovia is my absolute favorite. Pros is that it is all inclusive, so everything that I mentioned in the previous 2 apps, Glow and Period Tracker, combine both of those 2, Ovia has all of that, and it is absolutely free. The full version is free. You do not have to worry about paying for anything, and it gives you a chart. The fertility chart is the easiest to read. Now, it doesn't give you a DPO counter, but you can see when your fertile window is, and it does help you to determine when it is that you ovulate. It'll give you a counter to let you know when you should take a pregnancy test, and like I say, it does follow an algorithm that will also get better with time in terms of accuracy in determining when your next period will come and when you are going to be most fertile. So I love that. The only con that comes with Ovia is that to keep the app free, there are ads. So you will scroll through and you'll see the ads for, you know, prenatals and pregnancy tests and all different types of stuff you'll see the ads for, but I just scroll right past it. I don't mind it at all because the whole app is absolutely free and it's not like irritating. They're not pop-up ads, they're not pop-up videos or anything. They're just like in between the regular posts because you have a timeline of information that you'll see. And in your timeline, as you're scrolling through, you'll just see ads, no different than how you scroll through Instagram or Facebook and you see ads. You just scroll right past them. Nothing too crazy. So those are the 3 apps here. So, but wait, there's more. I have a bonus app for you. So I read a book called Taking Charge of Your Fertility by Tony Wessler. Absolutely amazing book, changed my life in terms of helping me realize that I am going to be able to become pregnant. I really was starting to give up hope, just thinking that, I mean, something was just, it was wrong with me. My body was just broken, my uterus didn't work, and I just wasn't gonna have no baby. I just had to deal with it. Thinking about maybe I can adopt, be a foster parent, do something like that. Get involved with schools or different type of organizations just to kind of be around children and have an impact in some type of way, have that kind of fill that motherly void some type of way, because I really just didn't think that I was going to be able to have kids. But once I read this book, I realized that I definitely am going to be able to become pregnant and carry and have a baby. So in this book, she talks about the fertility awareness method, and there's an app that goes along with that book. Now, this is a great app for women who chart their BBT. And like I say, I have another video coming up all about BBT. But if you are already charting, this app is amazing for you. It will let you chart your BBT as well as just the main symptoms that are important. Your BBT, your cervix position and opening, the feel of it, your CM, your OPKs. You can chart those pregnancy tests that you're taking, and then if you're having ovulatory pain or not, any medications, any vitamins. So like the very important basic things, you will chart in here. So it is a very lightweight app to use. And then as you chart your cycles, it will give you the crosshairs to determine when it is that you ovulate. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon on the storm. But it'll show you the crosshairs. And for those women that use Fertility Friend, you know what I'm talking about, where it gives you the cover line, which goes horizontal, and then on the day that you ovulate, you get a vertical line, which gives you a cross. So they call it the crosshairs to let you know on the day that you actually ovulate. And from that day, you count your DPO days start. You start to count the days past ovulation. This app is called TCOYF. Or Ovagraph. You can search for either one of those in the App Store. But like I say, I'll put the links down below so that you can go ahead and get it. But if you are a lady who charts your BBT and you only worry about BBT and OPKs, I really suggest that you get that app because it's awesome for that. So thank you so much for tuning in. The rain has started going crazy, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off here. I will see you guys later. Like this video and share it. I would love you forever. Bye. For the very last weekend of summer, I for one did not get to do too much, so I'm dressed and ready to go. Well, not completely dressed, but almost. And I'm ready to go, honey. I need to get some drinks, some barbecue, some sun. I